Hello and welcome to the Toonami Squad podcast sessions. How's it going, everybody? I'm your host, Eric Casey, also known as eRockstar5 on Twitter. We are back once again. Woohoo!
I am Joshua Mathieu, founder of Toonami Squad, also known on Twitter as JUV_70056.
I'm Sam. All right.
I'm Phantom. I produce. I edit.
9 on Twitter. You know me as Gundam Barbatus 9 Veterans on YouTube. I am reviews and do Toonami promos.
And we didn't fuck it up.
Did we just do that intro good? Holy crap.
I'm proud of us. And it only took us, I don't even know how many fucking episodes.
Oh, just wait till the next
At least 20, I can guarantee you that.
And now it's broke.
Oh, just wait till the next episode.
Oh, we just went offline. Oh my god. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Shut up, Alexa. Oh, wait.
It's possessed.
Anyway, so we have a whole bunch of topics to go through, like usual. A little bit bigger than usual because a lot of big stuff happened last week on Toonami. Basically, Fooly Cooly got premiered during April Fools. There's a Toonami lineup shuffle coming up. The Fooly Cooly panel dropped. Some stuff about Dragon Ball Super. We got a whole bunch, so let's dive right into it, and we'll start off with the Fooly Cooly news that dropped.
So little time. Let's just jump right into it.
Yep, basically, the Fooly Cooly series, seasons 2 and 3, are premiering this year. It looks like
Progressive, which is season 2, premieres in June.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then Progressive Alternative is September.
And the first episode, and these first two topics are kind of meshed together. But during April Fools, Toonami premiered Fooly Cooly Progressive.
No, that's
Alternative. Alternative. That was it.
Yeah.
Premiered the first episode of Fooly Cooly Alternative, episode 1, subbed. And what do you guys think? What do you think of what they've done so far with it?
Animation wise, it looks good.
Awesome.
I don't know why, but I was very happy with the first episode. It looked cute. It looked fun. I just had a really good time watching it. I can't really describe it.
Kind of feels a little different.
It does. Does
it? I mean, I know they are not really trying to stay with the spirit of Fooly Cooly and just try to stick with what happened, but
well, I think they're going with the same kind of like direction like the original series, where it's about growing up and everything, but they're telling it from different perspectives. And also just, whoever's writing it, I believe Jason's writing the stories, right? If I remember correctly.
No,
he's executive producing.
Executive producing. Okay.
He's the executive producer. The people who are in charge of this, I don't remember their names, but they're not the same team who worked on the original Fooly Cooly.
Okay.
I think it's 2 different teams that's working on season 2 and a different team that's working on season 3.
Okay. Gotcha. But still, like, it seemed familiar but different, and it looked interesting to me. Just like the different, it just seemed like Progressive was like going with a different animation approach, and Alternative pretty much living up to the title as something different compared to the other Fooly Cooly stuff. So I really enjoyed. I literally watched the episode like 3 or 4 times that night. Honestly,
well, I'm sure you had to record it on your DVR.
Yeah, that's why I just kept on replaying it, not only to get the promos, but also just to enjoy it, because it was a cute episode.
I just want the OST at this point.
The rocket stuff kind of reminded me of like the movie October Sky. I kind of got that kind of vibe a little bit with it. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was funny. Right after that, we actually launched some rockets after Easter. Kind of funny.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
It's like Fooly Cooly's coming into the real world.
The only difference was I lost my rocket.
Yeah. Pretty soon you'll have robots flying out of your head, Phantom.
Hey, I don't mind that.
Not to mention, during April Fool's Night, I think it was either at midnight or sometime after, Tom and Sarah and the entire block was all Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And they totally forgot that.
Yeah, pretty much from Fooly Cooly on for the rest of the night, it was all sub stuff.
Yeah.
You got to see like Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell, Naruto,
We got a movie.
and the movie too, Mind Game, I believe it was called.
Yeah.
All subbed, and then the following week they played everything again, besides Fooly Cooly,
And Mind
English
Game.
dubbed. Yeah,
Which
The,
I think
it
a
was
lot
an
of
int-
people
it was
were
an
pissed
interesting
off
night.
about that.
and you can see all the bumpers and promos that were in Japanese on the website and on YouTube as well.
Mhm.
You're welcome, guys.
That was
Even Tom,
a pain to get all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, it was a pain in the ass to get those images.
Toonami ran for 7.5 hours that night.
Yeah. What did you guys think of Toonami airing subbed episodes?
I think it was freaking awesome.
I don't mind having Tom in Japanese, but that was awesome. I
totally.
got to watch JoJo twice.
Like it's honestly something that I think it would be an interesting thing to do on like an experiment. It was an interesting like experiment to see how it goes, and I think it was well received enough. It seemed like a lot of fans really loved it.
Mm,
Some on the other hand, but it seemed like for the
some
most part
people-
people were okay with it.
And since you brought that up, I have something to say about that.
Go right ahead.
As you said, some people didn't like it, and they were bitching, and they kept bitching all the way to the next weekend, and people were bitching at us. I'm going to say this as clearly as I can. We are not Toonami. We are not affiliated with Toonami or Adult in some or in any way. We are just a fan site. So you bitching and cursing at us isn't going to do anything because we cannot do anything. Again, we are just a fan site. We have no control over what Toonami does.
In other words, it means shit to us.
No. We only share the name, sort of.
Well, yeah.
We're a
We're
fan
just
site.
basically
sure-
we're just a fan site. There's nothing we could do about it. Yeah, that's really all I can really say. There's nothing we could do about it. We just report on what Toonami does, not what they do.
So
Hey,
We can't control what they do. We just report what they do. There we go.
Right.
So please don't bitch and curse us out.
Even though it's most likely going to continue happening. It's the internet. but
Chances are you're just going to get ignored.
yeah, but it's whatever. Still, it was a fun night though, I thought.
Yeah.
Certainly
And I was
Yeah.
actually able to
different,
explain to a couple
thing.
people who got it and apologize after. So
We appreciate that.
As long as they understood.
It still was an interesting experiment though. Like, do you guys think that this could be potentially something down the line that maybe for just a certain time slot they may throw like a new show subbed or something? Or is this
Nope.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Konami,
I mean,
That'd be cool, yeah. But still, it's not practical. Reality, it's not going to happen.
No.
I mean, if they did it in Japan, yes.
The thing is like that whole April Fool's stunt. They probably weren't expecting large ratings. It was a random like, oh hey, we're doing something weird on April Fools.
and by the way, that April Fool's stunt, just like the first Toonami April Fool's stunt, was all Mike Lazo's idea.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing they. Yeah.
But it's like I don't see subtitled anime showing on American television.
And clearly he hates anime.
Like, I mean, now,
Apparently, Adult Swim in general just really hates anime, which is why Toonami is still around.
well,
They're co-producing it.
I mean,
co-produced
well,
animes, yeah.
hang on. To be devil's advocate, I mean, to be fair, during that time when people were saying that more often, they didn't necessarily have like Jason DeMarco and the old Toonami crew running Adult Swim pretty much at that point, to be fair. It was a different group. So
What do you mean by that?
How do you mean, yeah?
it just seems like to me that, you know, those guys that we know are running Adult Swim now, they weren't the same. Like during the 90s, DeMarco and those guys
I'm
Early
pretty
2000s?
really, if I remember
Adult
correctly.
Swim and the Toonami staff are pretty much the same. Mike Lazo worked on Cartoon Network for a while before they decided, hey, we have this new programming block, Adult Swim, want to work for us? It's like, oh yeah, sure.
Was it really that? Because
I think that's what it
Yeah,
is.
because the
Was
whole
it?
programming block idea for Adult Swim was his idea.
yeah, it was his idea, but did he bring?
He wanted to break away from Cartoon Network's late night time slots to
Okay.
be its own specific thing. And pretty
Okay,
much
then.
when it came to licensing anime, those were all shows that were originally supposed to go to Toonami at one point. Trigun,
Oh,
Cowboy
okay.
Bebop,
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough then.
Inuyasha. Pretty much Adult Swim was always run by the same people.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, I take it back then.
Now, I'm going to say, like, maybe later on in the years of Adult Swim Action's lifespan, they probably had a very off-keen role where they're kind of like, yeah, we're doing other things at this point in time. We're not really looking after this little
Mhm.
thing that doesn't even get good ratings.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the April Fool's stint? You guys like it? Did you hate
I
it
thought it was fun.
personally?
Can we get it on a T-shirt?
I think it was just as awesome as when they pulled the April Fool's stunt in 2012 when they brought Toonami back.
I would say it's on the same level as that too. I really liked it a lot. It was
guess.
kind of fun.
Again, I haven't seen that stunt on television before, so
I
I
saw
can't
one
preach.
night. I briefly stumbled upon that one night when I got to watch just Inuyasha, and I saw the Time Bumps, the Mass Effect 3 review, and I think it was Gigantor and Astro Boy that have replaced the Inuyasha slot.
I jumped in during Yu Yu Hakusho. I was getting ready to bed and I saw it blowing up on Twitter. It was a funny thing because I didn't go on Twitter. Like that was when I made my Twitter account like a long time ago. Up until that point,
same here.
and I didn't go on Twitter after that. I just made the account because I was just bored, and then I just decided, I'm gonna go on Twitter and see what's going on for the first time in like a year or two because why not? And then I
Yeah.
saw Toonami blowing up Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Then I turned on Adult Swim and Yu Yu Hakusho is on, and I'm like, my god.
I mean, I didn't have my. I made my Twitter account back in 2009. And I didn't get back. I didn't use it till like I was able to start watching Toonami again, which was in August 2012.
I made my Twitter account in August 2012, but I was actually searching YouTube in April, feeling nostalgia for Toonami. I was like, I wish they would bring Toonami back. And here I am searching the Toonami stuff, and they got all this recent Toonami stuff coming up, promos and the April Fool's thing, and people saying it's coming back. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I think to it more, and it was real. I'm like, oh shit.
And got Richie Branson, some of Richie Branson's music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richie Branson's song I think really kicked the movement into the high gear. That was a legitimate song made by a legitimate fan, and it pretty much spoke for the community. It was everything.
Even made it on one of Adult Swim's promos.
Yep. Shout out Richie Branson, you're still awesome, dude.
They even played his song for the intro on May 26th when Toonami came back.
Rightfully deserved, yeah. Like I said, like that song blew up. Like that was kind of like the flagship to the movement back then.
Indeed.
Like there was us on Twitter like making everything together, and then when that song dropped, it just blew everything up.
Yeah.
I still listen to his music.
It's in my Toonami playlist on my phone. Such a big song.
When shortly after the Toonami April Fool's stunt, I looked up on the Adult Swim website or whatever and said, "Want it back? Let us know." # bring back Toonami. That's when I made my Twitter account.
Yeah.
I literally didn't find out about that movement till like the day before they announced it's officially coming back. So I guess I shot out one tweet and then I guess that came back. So that's my story.
Just out of curiosity, any viewers that are watching this, how many of you out there made a Twitter account just for the Toonami movement? Comment below. Kind of curious.
Because I mean, I rediscovered Toonami back in junior high, and I was hoping for it to be revived, but everyone kept saying it's not going to happen. So
yeah, until the April Fool's thing, because it kind of stayed alive. It didn't really stay alive, but it was kind of like a thing like under the woodwork, like the fan sites, and some other sites that I'm not going to name, but you guys know which sites I'm talking about. But in a way, they kind of kept the Toonami brand sort of alive until the April Fool's thing, because a lot of fan sites kind of made like their own like personal bumpers and kind of emulated the Toonami style within these fan sites, and it was just like a celebration of classic animation with nostalgia and like classic shows and like that. But then when the April Fool's thing dropped, that was basically the one thing that it needed to kind of get the jolt to have it come back, because it blew up. It was a big deal.
Pretty much, yeah.
And looking back on it, it really is amazing how much it blew up, because so many people, whether it was like the ones that like us that were like, we caught it on the tail end of it, we jumped in sort of while it was going on. There's others that watched it from the beginning. There's others that are like, what the fuck, I missed it, no, But everyone it seems like it's pretty consistent that everyone looks back on the April Fool's Toonami revival with fond memories, and we're only benefiting with Toonami being back now. So can't complain. Job well done.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
it's hard to believe it's been 6 years. It doesn't even seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Just everything with what has happened with Toonami. It's just look at Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball alone. Like, it's amazing how that show is still going after 30 years. And Toonami played such a big role in that, and it's just so much. There's so much to talk about with that. Any final thoughts with the Fooly Cooly? And Fooly Cooly too. Like, Fooly Cooly is another amazing thing. So any closing thoughts with Fooly Cooly or the April Fool's thing?
We didn't talk about the panel yet.
You want to go into the panel?
I mean, there were some interesting tidbits that I probably picked up.
There wasn't much said other than what was already been said.
Yeah.
Kind of spoiled a little, but
yeah, but I believe they took questions from the fans. They talked about some stuff.
They showed progressive.
Yeah, and they showed up progressive.
If you missed that panel, we have it on the website and on YouTube as well. But,
and they only shared it on the stream for a split second.
Yeah.
Just 1 second.
I'll read this.
Such a cheat.
Wait, as Furi said it, Jason and Adult Swim wanted to revive Fooly Cooly for over a decade. Toonami and Adult Swim had to convince production IG that they would give them complete artistic freedom to make the sequels possible. Since it's been 15 years since the original Fooly Cooly was made, some of the original creators couldn't return to make the sequel. Some new creators were brought in. CGI and animation technology has been advanced, which makes working on a sequel easier, but there were still challenges. Jason knew they had to give their 110% effort to get even close to what the original was. He also said the scripts for the sequels have regularly changed during the new season's creations for various reasons, proving how difficult the production really is, which has delayed things a bit. And Maki has said, since Fooly Cooly Season 1 was a story about a boy going through puberty, Fooly Cooly 2 is a story about a girl going through puberty, and Fooly Cooly 3 is, in a way, a story of friendship. There will be some differences between Midomi, forgive me if I got that wrong, going through her coming of age, being a high schooler now, compared to Nayota's being in middle school. Also, Maki gave a bit of a spoiler according to her. Some of the characters from the original Fooly Cooly are now married in the new seasons. And,
no, it wasn't Maki. It was one of the producers.
Yeah, that was what's his name?
Well,
yeah.
She had translated what he said.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Yeah, I know.
And his name was and I'm probably not gonna pronounce it right, but Mishusisa Ishikawaha. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I suck at pronouncing names.
Hey, I mispronounced names on my Fooly Cooly video, so you're good.
the spirit of Fooly Cooly is going and doing your own thing and creating your own version of what that is now. And like Phantom said, the audience at C2E2 was the first to see the sneak peek of the first episode of Fooly Cooly Progressive, and they also got free Fooly Cooly banks.
Which I wanted.
And that's about it. And like I said, if you want to watch the panel, you can watch it on the website and on our YouTube as well.
Yep. And like I said, like from what I've seen personally, thinking about it and comparing it to the alternative, it looks promising. I think I'm really good. I'm going in with good expectations so far. I really like the first episode. It thinking about it now, like it really does have that vibe of friendship, because alternative, I really love the characters that we got introduced to in the first episode. It was cute.
I mean, just from hearing audience reactions, it doesn't seem like there's anything bad that I'm hearing.
Yeah, no, it seems like it's going in on a good stream right now.
In Japan, they're actually doing theatrical releases, and actually Fooly Cooly Alternative that's coming out before Fooly Cooly Progressive. Mm-hmm. And here it's going to be Progressive, then Alternative. I'm just thinking about something. I just thought about it. It's kind of weird. Jason, when he first announced the release date and all that for Fooly Cooly, he had tweeted on his Twitter that there was going to be simulcast of the subbed episodes on AdultSwim.com. Then he deleted it, and then the next thing you know, we get all the sub stuff on April Fools. So I wonder if maybe he was shadowing something.
Maybe it was a goof, and he got rid of it to correct it.
From my understanding, is that there could have been a potential that he jumped the gun a bit and was like, "Oh shit."
Well, I'm kind of glad nobody else thought about that.
Anyway, Toonami lineup shuffle. That's the next topic. Let's dive right into that.
Not really a large shuffle, if you're asking me.
Oh yeah, it's not. A few things changed, but starting on April 14th, Fooly Cooly Season 1 is going to be airing at 11:30, so that's this weekend. And
as of this recording.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As Cowboy Bebop is going back to one episode a week, that's going to be at 3 a.m. And Black Clover was moved from 11:30 to 1 a.m. And Hunter and Shippuden moved down a half an hour. So here's the schedule. Starting April 14th, Saturday, it's going to be Dragon Ball Super, DBC Kai, Fooly Cooly Season 1, JoJo, Iron Blooded Orphans, Black Clover, Hunter x Hunter, Shippuden, Space Dandy, Cowboy Bebop, and Ghost in the Shell. And that's going to be the schedule until May, actually, because Gundam Season 2 ends on April 28th. So,
yep.
Let's see. May 5th, we'll get another change to the lineup.
Probably not that big. If it's a brand new show, they'll probably just place it in Gundam slot.
Jason said they have 3 new acquisitions, so
we'll get to that.
I mean, we could talk about it now. It kind of relates to the topic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of curious about what's marathoning not this month, but next month.
I was kind of about to get to that. I was going to say Fooly Cooly Season 1 is going to run until May 19th. And then on May 26th, Toonami's going to be running a marathon, which hasn't been announced yet. And then on June 2nd...
Dragon Ball Super.
I actually disagree with that.
On June 2nd... Hold on, Eric. On June 2nd, Fooly Cooly Progressive Season 2 starts.
At 11:30.
Yeah, now you can go, Eric.
Okay. With the marathon, I kind of have a funny feeling that it might be Fooly Cooly. It kind of makes sense to me.
I don't get that. Like, it's a rerunning Fooly Cooly on a marathon. It's like, why couldn't you just do that instead of saving your time of rerunning it?
I agree. I agree, but with Progressive coming up right before that, right before the marathon, I think it would make sense for them to do it because it leads right into it.
I was thinking of something similar to that, but actually after Fooly Cooly Season 2, and I think for the Labor Day Marathon, what I'm thinking is they're going to rerun Season 2 again, and then after that, premiere Season 3. That's kind of what I was thinking they might do.
I think they'll rerun like season 2 all night long for like their Labor Day marathon just to get people interested in season 3.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope they just have a different show ready for Memorial Day. They rerun Fooly, Cooly, and all.
I would agree with you.
Though.
I do agree with you though on that. It would be kind of fully Cooly overload, but I could see them doing it. That's why I said it.
They're running it week to week. I think they don't need a marathon. And plus, it's an off night. Just get some other show running.
I mean, I'm sure they won't mind putting it on the stream online.
Yeah, that too. That's also true. I don't know.
If I were to take a stab of what they're... I'm not ruling out fully.
A marathon for 4th of July because this year 4th of July is on a Wednesday in the middle of the week, so I'm not sure.
Oh, that marathon's probably June 30th. That's probably a DBZ Kai marathon.
Especially considering Kai would Kai be almost done at that point?
Kai would be done before June 30th. So best bet, expect a marathon June 30th. Because they're not going to premiere an episode of a show, then take it off for a week.
Right, yeah. No, that would make sense.
They're not doubling up on Fooly Cooly. They're not doubling up on any other show.
Yeah, so it probably would be Kai if that's the case.
That makes sense because season 2 of Fooly Cooly would then end on August 25th, and then the next weekend is Labor Day weekend.
No, Fooly Cooly season 2 would end second week in July, and then third week in July.
That does make sense, though.
So I wonder if they're going to re-air season 2 again and then marathon it for Labor Day and then do season 3. That would really be overload. I hope they don't do that.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying.
I mean, they're likely going to rerun season 2 again just so it doesn't get out of the spotlight before season 3. So it's like...
Yeah.
Because after season 2 ends, there's enough spots, days, there's still, you can rerun it again because there's enough days to do it before the Labor Day in season 3. So that's what I'm thinking they might do. And then I guess they might marathon it or they might marathon something else.
Well, with that, and I guess since it ties into it, Jason said that there are 3 acquisitions to the block that are like one's a typical Toonami show, one is completely, I guess, experimental and something that they wouldn't usually get, and the third is like a middle of the road, if I remember correctly. But basically, they got three new shows coming this year that are going to be similar, different, and kind of in the middle.
I can read you the exact quote of the tweet if you want.
Go for it if you'd like.
Toonami fans, our next 3 acquisitions are so exciting for me. Wish I could tell you what they are. One of them is going to get people super psyched, one is going to confuse people, and one is going to be right in the pocket, as they say. That's all the hints I can give. Stay tuned.
We should find out what one of them is either at the end of April or the beginning of May.
What do we think they are, though?
I have a weird feeling Tokyo Ghoul's coming.
Fuck.
Don't say it. Don't say that, Sam.
That sounds right in the pocket if that's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe. Who was the
I
last?
don't know why we get people psyched.
hey,
Tokyo Ghoul is shit.
Who was the last?
They showed season 2 already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's most likely season 3.
Yeah. What was the last update on One Punch Man season 2?
It's coming out.
It's coming.
Maybe that could be it.
I would certainly hope so. That would be freaking amazing.
I don't think it will. This doesn't really do simuldubs. Technically, Bang Zoom doesn't really do simuldubs. So expect that to be a 2019 title.
Thank you for ruining my hopes, Sam.
Yeah, I made realistic.
I'm just joking with you. I honestly don't know what else it could be. It has to be Tokyo Ghoul season 3. I don't really know what else. Sword Art Online 3 ain't happening until October, if I'm remembering that correctly.
They could. I mean, unless somehow they could get the Gun Gale Online series simuldubbed, which isn't happening.
And then,
Sword Art Online Infinity War.
What was the latest update on Attack on Titan season 3?
July. That's all that we know about it. It's coming out July.
This year?
So specifically, when in July, people are assuming 1st of July. I'm not sure. I'll wait and see.
Is that for this year?
Yeah.
Oh, then I would think
July.
that might be
It'll be 2019, like One Punch Man.
Oh, the other thing I could probably think of is Boruto. Vincent.
I don't think they really need Boruto at this point in time. They have enough shonen.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know why.
Sounds like we need another one.
I mean,
Also, Boruto, I don't think would do well.
I think it would do well. It's just the fact of the matter is, I don't know if that'll get people psyched or anything. Like,
Well, I mean, the first like couple seasons, I think would do okay, but I'm just thinking like the proper time slot. So I assume they would, if they did get Boruto, they would probably double it up with Shippuden naturally, like Boruto first, then Shippuden.
Yeah.
So they're gonna premiere a show like that at like 1:30 in the night.
Exactly. It would have to
They're
be
gonna
sooner.
push Black Clover all the way down to 2:30.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Please.
But the thing is that I think Boruto wouldn't do that well in the ratings, especially where it is right now.
I disagree heavily. Naruto has never done bad.
Yeah, but this isn't Naruto.
But it's still based in the Naruto franchise. It still would do well. Branding.
I know, but
and I know some people are hoping for this and but I'm gonna go ahead and crush your hopes, like Sam just crushed mine. In a recent Q&A that Jason did, somebody asked him if there was a chance One Piece would come back, and he said it's not happening at all. So
that's pretty much a guarantee.
Yeah.
One Piece is not coming back. There's no chance at all right now for it to come back. So.
I think the exact quote was like, "There's a very slim chance of it never coming back."
Yeah, I think I remember him saying like, "Never say never," but right now it's just no. It's pretty much no right now.
On the Q&A, he said not a chance.
Yeah. Right now.
Who knows? Sometime anime.
I would say it's a big if, but down the line, if it just begins to become super popular again here in America to the point where it's like, oh,
that's funny.
I know.
You can watch it on VRV,
Crunchyroll, Funimation,
yeah,
Hulu, I think still has it.
Live tweet along with at One Piece sales on.
And also buy the DVDs from Funimation, which aren't that expensive.
But
there's multiple ways to watch One Piece. Toonami wasn't the end-all be-all gap for you, and besides, they were far behind where Funimation was anyway. So,
what do you guys think is the kind of abstract show? What do you think is like the oddball one?
I don't know.
I would say Tokyo Ghoul, but
no.
I was gonna say like maybe a comedy, like a straight-up comedy is coming to Toonami. I know they got Space Dandy, but it's like that had Shinichiro Watanabe's name all over it. They love Shinichiro Watanabe's work, so it's kind of like, okay, so this is probably going to be a comedy.
What happened with Mob Psycho? Did Hulu get exclusive rights to that or something?
No. For whatever reason, they're locked out from Mob Psycho. We don't know why.
But yeah,
I assume it's some type of weird contract with Crunchyroll and Japanese companies and whatever else happened, and they just can't get it.
I do know Hulu got exclusive rights to My Hero Academia, so we know that's not coming.
So that's locked out.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually very I think it's locked out. I'm actually glad if it's locked out completely, because we just don't need more shonen.
I agree. I like My Hero Academia, but I enough of the shonen already.
Yeah, I agree.
It would have been a good show to replace Kai, I think, but
yeah, I agree with that.
But other than that, can't really.
There's also that big uncertainty if Kai is even being replaced.
And the same for Fairy Tail. I hope they don't get Fairy Tail. I like the show, but it's just too much.
I like Fairy Tail, but it's like we already have.
Yeah, that's another. Well,
shonen title.
Technically, it's not shonen, but it's pretty much a shonen.
Yeah,
it is a shonen title. It's Kodansha Shonen. It's Kodansha Shonen.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of their weekly shonen magazine.
So I was under the impression that it's so like it emulates like a lot of the like shonen what's it called, cliches, but it's not technically a shonen anime, but I guess it is.
Yeah, it is a shonen. It's just not Shonen Jump.
Yeah,
it's
okay. That's what he meant. Okay, that's what they meant.
Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I like the show, but it's just too much of one thing going on right now.
Yeah,
I can't wait to watch season 3 though.
I think this year they're planning to do a little bit more, although this year has been pretty barren. Like, oh cool, we're getting a brand new show in May, but so far this year has been nothing but rerun. than just what has been already been airing.
Also, I don't think it would be a good idea to get another long-running show.
Yeah, also I
They have enough. If they were really truly worried about filling up slots, they shouldn't. They have Super. Hunter x Hunter is going to last them another year. JoJo will last a while.
Super will be ending in October or November of next year.
November.
Well, the question is with Super is that will it continue into the movie, like the license that they have?
Was wondering.
Does it end? Does the license that Toonami has with Super, does that end with the Tournament of Power?
Yes.
Or will that
probably?
Okay,
See,
that's what I assume too.
They likely got the TV series.
Yeah. When they got the license, the movie didn't even exist at that time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I know that's why I'm just assuming.
But I wish they would get the movie, considering it's technically the actual ending of Super.
Well, consider that they may be just releasing the movie, and kind of do it like what they did in Super, where, they would release a movie for certain arcs, and then they would just replay the same arc or movie in the arc form in the actual show. I'm assuming that they would have to rework the contract to continue on at that point. But
in that case, I'm not sure.
I'm going to assume, because this movie marks the beginning of a new series, so
maybe
I'm assuming they may do the same approach where this movie will be the beginning. It'll be put together as an arc in the new show that continues on when it gets to that point. If it ever
animation was different in it too.
Yeah. Yep. It's kind of going back to like the classic Dragon Ball art style, which was weird.
Yeah.
But hey, more Dragon Ball, I'll take it.
Yeah. And that's going to be in December of this year.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
So, I mean, that should give it enough time for them to get that all dubbed and everything. So, you never know.
Well, they have plenty of time to get it dubbed. They're about 3 or 4, I would say 3 or 4 arcs behind right now compared to the sub.
November of next year.
Yeah. We'll be in the Tournament of Power by maybe, I think the end of next year, I'm thinking.
Well, no, Super's going to be ending in November of next year, so I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
So, the Tournament of Power probably, when does that start? Is that beginning of next year? Maybe?
Around there. Because we went through Future Trunks arc. Yeah, I think it's around that time.
Maybe toward the end of the year, maybe? Not necessarily next year.
I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, I never watched the Dragon Ball Super sub, except for the last episode.
Because we got, after this, the Future Trunks arc, there's 2 filler episodes, and it goes into the next arc, the World Tournament arc, right? Or Universal.
Yeah. I believe it's the Tournament of Power, but this arc is very, very long.
Yeah. I know.
This is the longest arc of the series.
This one are Tournament of Power.
Yeah. This is the supposed multiverse arc. Multiverse tournament arc.
So that's the longest one.
Yeah, because they already did the first sort of multiverse tournament. The next one is the big one, and that one's a long time. But it's a fun time. Also,
that has me wondering, the episode, I don't want to give any spoilers, but the episode where Goku actually gets to Oyster Instinct. Because there's actually 2 versions of the episode, the 45-minute one, and then 2 25-minute ones. I guess I'm going to add just the one that's in 2 episodes instead of just the one big one. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna assume they'll play the shorter one because it just fits the time slot. I don't know. We'll see.
It would be awesome if they did the 45-minute one. But...
Hey, they need to pay the ads, man.
Yeah.
So they make money.
I need to pay the bills. I need to keep the lights on.
Yeah. I guess that's a good segue to the Dragon Ball event and the super ratings and all that. If we want to continue doing that.
Well, that was the topic. Dragon Ball Super ended in Japan, so we kind of did that.
Yep.
Now I guess we can go to the
biggest Dragon Ball event ever coming to North America.
Believe me, it's gonna be huge.
Not
This
much
isn't Naruto.
It's basically like
not
much information on it.
they released a video to announce that a Dragon Ball event, the greatest of all time, is coming to the United States and Canada this year. The event's first stop will be in San Diego in July. No actual specific date has been given yet. The official website, www.db-tour.com, will review other locations at a later date. The event will feature exclusive items and a one-of-a-kind experience. And one of the brands involved in the project is Tashi Nations, and they did a promo for it, which we have on the website. You can check that out. And that's really,
yeah. They didn't really describe what exactly it is. Like, I'm assuming it's either going to be like they're releasing like a Dragon Ball app. Basically, here are my theories on it based on the video that they dropped. I can see it being one of two ways. One, it's like a Dragon Ball event where they're just like marathoning Dragon Ball as a whole. And, you know, everyone goes to this certain place and hangs out and whatever.
oh, I wonder where they got that idea from.
They pass all that out. Yeah. Or
Latin America.
yeah, or they are releasing a Dragon Ball app that is kind of like Pokemon Go, but you're looking for the Dragon Balls, and whoever finds all seven, like the event is finding all 7 Dragon Balls, and whoever finds it first gets their wish granted, and they'll give out like anything you wish, you know, that's Dragon Ball related.
Yeah,
you know,
Immortality.
Yeah,
something like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The event could be one of those two scenarios. I don't know though. I'm just pulling that from out of my ass.
I would be happy it comes to Florida.
Yeah, because don't they would have a Dragon Ball based app called Dokkan something? It's on the Google store, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, like the information regarding the event has been
There's very little.
Minimal at best. Like they didn't even describe what the event is going to be. It's just we're doing this thing. It's an event.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be great.
The Mexicans will pay for it.
oh god.
all your wishes will be granted. All of them. They'll be great.
The Russians didn't set us up.
Shenron, I would like my wall to be built, please. Thank you. I'm the Mexican border. And I want Mexico to pay for it. That's what I wish for. A wall and Mexico.
Yeah, like click out of this damn chat right now.
I couldn't resist that one.
I'm surprised it was you who made it.
What?
I was surprised it was you who was doing that.
Is my impression great?
You're probably the one doing it. Oh crap!
Sorry, it was too irresistible.
Yeah.
Wait, am I still here?
You're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on my end saying the video call ended because of an error.
Nope, you're still here.
This must have been an old call from earlier. Let me see.
Sure, probably just edit out the Donald Trump references.
Yeah.
Whoops. It kind of just slipped out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not your fault.
It was irresistible.
That was all right.
But yeah, they said they're having this event thing, and they haven't really talked much about it. So who the hell knows what it is?
It's supposed to be
Literally
the greatest event ever of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be a weird segue to get out of.
Yeah, well, it kind of segues into the next topic, which is basically just Dragon Ball Super, its ratings, its strength, and you know, just everything.
I'll just read the press release Toonami and Funimation sent us.
Yeah.
That on April 9th, 2018, in advance of Licensing Expo 2018, Toei Animation and Funimation reported on the success of their Dragon Ball license efforts over the last 12 months, as well as announcing new license agreements for the franchise since the beginning of the last year. Introduced to U.S., to United States, and Canadian audiences more than 20 years ago, Dragon Ball has grown to become an iconic brand and pop culture phenomenon that spans multiple generations of fans, from the current Gen C to the post-boomer Gen X. Produced by Toei Animation and distributed in the US and Canada by Funimation, Dragon Ball anime franchise consists of 19 feature films and 4 TV series, including Dragon Ball C, which celebrates its 30th anniversary in 2019, and most recently Dragon Ball Super, the first new Dragon Ball storyline from the original creator Akira Toriyama in more than 18 years. Since day one, beginning with its January 2017 premiere on Adult Swim's Toonami, Dragon Ball Super TV ratings have constantly ranked number 1 in its time slot each and every week, a testament to the intense popularity of the franchise. Ahead of last year's Licensing Expo, Toei Animation and Funimation executed multiple license agreements across a range of categories, including mass market appeal, home goods, wall decor, accessories, gifts, calendars, and costumes. These efforts succeeded in creating a new demand for Dragon Ball Super merchandise, as well as boosting the popularity of Dragon Ball C merchandise heading into the series' 30th anniversary. On top of performing categories of Dragon Ball C was mass market appeal. Consumer interest in Dragon Ball C mass market appeal went global late last year when it was revealed that Adidas will be releasing a Dragon Ball C themed sneaker collection. Adidas Dragon Ball C by La Media. This collaboration consists of multiple unique sneaker designs, each inspired by a different Dragon Ball C character. This will be a highly collectible limited edition sneaker series with the first design anticipated to drop in retail outlets this fall. In addition, Dragon Ball C themed t-shirts and sell-through from Blue World rolled out with the biggest retailer. Similarly, gaming became an instant standout following this January's release of Dragon Ball Fighters from Bandai Namco Entertainment. Dragon Ball Fighters quickly became the top-selling Dragon Ball game of all time after reaching total sales of more than 2 million copies worldwide within the first week of its release. Following upon the success of Dragon Ball Fighters, Bandai revealed during the game developer conference that its next release will be Dragon Ball Legends, a 3D fighting game for iOS and Android mobile devices. Based on its support for real-time player versus player gameplay, media outlets are already predicting that Dragon Ball Legends could be the best mobile fighting game ever. As with Adidas, this was a global licensing deal by Toei Animation. Over the last 12 months, Toei Animation and Funimation secured numerous additional license agreements with both new licenses as well as existing licenses for additional collections. These new agreements include China Manufacturing Direct, leading manufacturer of entertainment collectibles and accessories, for 2 new collections of figure pins, a combination of enamel pins and collectible figures based on Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Fighters. Then there's Primitive Skateboarding, a well-known merchandiser of skateboard gear and clothing, for a new co-branded Dragon Ball C collection of decks, wheels, apparel, headwear, grip tape, pens, patches, wallets, drinkware, and home goods. Just Funky, premier manufacturer of private label merchandise, for a new Dragon Ball C, Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball Fighters collection of auto accessories, home decor, kitchenware, tableware, beverageware, bedding, fashion apparel, miscellaneous small items, and impulse items. Then there's Trends International, a leading supplier of licensed posters, calendars, stickers, and social stationery, for a new Dragon Ball Super collection of calendars and stationery items. There's BioWorld, leading manufacturer, license of apparel and accessories and pop culture space, for new collections based on Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball C, and Dragon Ball Fighters, including t-shirts, fashion tops, bottoms, jackets, skirts, dresses, headwear, bags, and stationery.
We're in the money. Hello, my honey. In other words.
Then there's Great Eastern Entertainment, leading manufacturer of licensed anime and entertainment merchandise, for new collections based on Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball Fighters, including wallets, buttons, pins, keychains, t-shirts, wallet, body pillows, and bags. Everything legwear, well-known merchandisers of licensed hosiery in the pop culture space will produce new collections based on Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super with all styles of hosiery for men, women, and children. Planning is currently underway for next year's Dragon Ball Z's 30th anniversary celebration, which will include special advertisement and fan activities that will benefit all Dragon Ball Z licenses by not only elevating brand awareness and interest, but also driving retail sales of licensed toy animation and Fox Sports, or creating a World Cup commercial for U.S. broadcast that will depict the Super Saiyan transformation of Argentinian football star Lionel Messi. Next toy animation in Bandai will kick off the 7-city Dragon Ball North American Tour 2018, starting in San Diego this July. Lastly, to create a year-long consumer call to action, all Dragon Ball Z licenses will be invited to produce limited edition merchandise to be sold throughout 2019, which will feature an as yet to be revealed exclusive commemorative logo. Toei and Funimation will be actively seeking additional license partners at Licensing Expo 2018 for Super and Dragon Ball Z themed merchandise in a variety of categories, including sleepwear, pet accessories, bedding, health and beauty, consumables, and construction. So, all those items we mentioned, you can see some of those items posted up on the site, and that's all I say there is about that. A lot longer than I thought it was. So,
still though, think about it.
yeah,
The Dragon Ball license got basically remade, a new license. So Funimation's keeping the rights to the Dragon Ball license, and basically from the success of Super, it is exploded once again
on Toonami,
and all around with Crunchyroll and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Basically, Dragon Ball has been revived once again as a license, as a franchise, and holy crap! 30 years
shitty live action films.
For the people who's always bitching about ratings, Dragon Ball Super has constantly ranked number one since the day it premiered.
Yeah. Yep.
It's still ranking number one.
Mm-hmm. Even at its weakest points, it's still among like the top shows in our demographic category. So we good.
Yep. Thank God there's no more live action movies in the works.
Well.
Yeah.
But just think about it though. For over 30 years, Dragon Ball has just had this dominance, and it has not slowed down. It hasn't at all. And it's only gotten bigger. Isn't that crazy when you think about it? Just
Yeah.
I know we've talked about this in the past, but it just blows my mind just how crazy Dragon Ball is. It's success. It's just one of those things, man. Well, with that, any closing thoughts? I think that's pretty much everything.
Pretty much. Unless you want to talk about Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, the contest. But any closing thoughts with Dragon Ball?
Contest.
Yeah, do you want to go through the contest?
Sure. So on April Fools, we did a Motors Fools Crunchyroll contest at different times throughout the night. We posted thumbs with Motor on it in binary, and you had to translate those codes in order to get a chance to win a year worth of Crunchyroll Premium membership. And those codes were. The translate codes were Broken Promise at 12:30 Advanced Robotics, 1 Spaces to Place, 1:30 To Hell with Fear, 2 Better Call 2 Show 97, 2:30 Youth is Wasted on the Young, 3 I'm a Better Host Than Tom, and 3:30 Speakers for the Week.
I totally did not do that one.
Silver had came up with all that, and all the artwork he did actually ended up matching the bumps that Toonami did on April Fool's night.
Yeah, it was totally unplanned, but that good choice, Silver, if you're watching this.
Yeah, and we had the winner on April 1st at 8 p.m. on Sunday, and the winner was Ian Hayes, known as 0215 Madman on Twitter. So shout out to him.
Woo! Congratulations, bro.
A whole year of Crunchyroll Premium free on Toonami Squad.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I got VRV, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Overall, I think the contest went pretty well. People liked it. We got 1,500 views on it, so
1,500?
well, almost 1,500. 1,442.
Good enough.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
We would also like to thank anybody else who submitted and also watched the video. We really appreciate it too. And if you like the contest, please let us know, and maybe we'll do more down the line. Who knows?
I don't know. I might just give away my 3-month subscription to YouTube Red.
Hey, there you go. Potential contest down the line, maybe.
I don't know if you can do that though, because I think it's linked to your account. You just can't give it away.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I guess.
But the point is, let us know if you like the contest, and we'll see if we can do more if you guys liked it so much.
Yeah.
So just let us know in the comments.
Yeah. And all the articles, all the topics we talked about will be linked and posted on our YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go click and read and view everything we talked about.
Lies.
It's also on the website too, toonamisquad.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you could also find it on our Twitter page too, at Toonami Squad, obviously.
Facebook, facebook.com/Toonami Squad official. We're also on Instagram at Toonami Squad. Tumblr, Toonami Squad. Google Plus, Toonami Squad.
Mm-hmm. Basically, look up Toonami Squad. You'll find it.
We also have a Discord now too, where we'll usually be online every Saturday night. You can hit us up there if you want and chat about Toonami or whatever.
There you go. So I think with that, this concludes this episode of the Toonami Squad podcast sessions. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming out and checking us out.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a store also.
Oh yeah, be sure to check out our store with our awesome gear we have there: shirts, mugs, and all kind of cool stuff.
Plaster our logos on.
Phone cases.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just remembered about the store.
That's okay.
Be sure to like us, rate us, subscribe to us on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Player FM, TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, and I believe that's everything.
And on public access radio.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
You hacks. Anyway. So with that, this concludes this episode of the Toonami Squad podcast sessions. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm your host, Eric Casey, also known as eRockstar5 on Twitter.
I am Joshua Mathieu, founder/creator of Toonami Squad. You can find me on Twitter at JMB_70056.
I didn't know that was your last name.
You did that. God damn it. We got through the intro, and we're so close to the outro. You did that the last episode for the intro.
I don't know. Everyone went silent. It seemed like it was kind of staged at this point.
Yeah. No, that's my last name, Phantom.
I blame Gundam or Sam. Whoever talks first, I blame.
It was Phantom.
I'm Phantom. You can find me on Twitter at Fanstar64. And you can totally not check out my YouTube channel, Fanstar Productions.
I'm Gundam Barbatos9 on Twitter. Same on YouTube. I upload gameplay vids and I write reviews for reviews of the squad and do Toonami promos.
And last but not least, the evil one.
Who's the evil one?
I thought
one I blame.
I'm Sam. I write. It'll be in the link in the description if you want to follow my Twitter. I'm lazy. I don't want to talk.
You have some reviews coming out soon.
Yeah, Silver can get off his fucking lazy ass.
Ooh, shots fired here on the podcast. You hear that, Silver? Sam's calling you out.
We'll sitting on in a round of Dragon Ball Fighters.
Well, at least he doesn't take 3 years to make something.
Oh!
Oh, way too light on this.
So tune in next time when brawls and fights break out between Silver and Sam and Boss and Phantom. And until then, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Adios, guys.
Later.